Good morning, student. So let's continue our chapter. The chapter's name is The Gift of Walidat. Okay, so till now we have seen that there is one poor man who is a grass cutter and who is very honest and whose needs are very less. He was getting earning by the selling grass to the near market, and he was saving some amount of money every day. And one day he found that he saved a lot of money. So what he has done, he just took that money to the jewelers and bought one gold bracelet. Okay, but he was not needed of that. So what he has done, he has gifted that bracelet to the queen. Till that portion we have seen last time. Now let's continue the further portion. After getting that gift from the Walidat, what was the queen's expression? Okay, what was the queen's expression? She was very happy. So let's see what was the queen's expression. See the first line here. Queen, admiring the bracelet, says, "Beautiful. Please be kind to present a camel load of the finest silk to Walidat." Narrator 2 says, the merchant promptly presented the silk to Walidat. Walidat says, "No way, I have no use of this. Please take them away." Merchant says, "I suggest you give it to someone." Walidat says, "I should do just that. Who is the noblest man you know of?" Merchant says, "It has to be the king of Nekabad. I can do this when I journey west." Walidat says, "My kind friend, please give him this silk on your next visit." Narrator says, the merchant agreed readily. Narrator 4 says, soon the merchant presented the gift to the king of Nekabad. Okay, so we have learned this passage, and from this passage what we come to know? We come to know that the Walidat present that gold bracelet to whom? To the queen. Okay, and that queen get very happy, and then queen sent back a written gift to him in the form of silk. Okay, in the silk and the camels. Then Walidat was not greedy of all these things, so he didn't want all these things. So what he has done, he just said that what I will do of all this silk and this camel, so you just do one thing. He told to his merchant friend that you just do one thing, whoever you know the noblest man, you just gift them. Okay, so merchant suggested him the noblest man's name. Who was that? The king of Nekabad. Okay, so the Walidat again requested him to give this to the king on behalf of him. Okay, till this you understand. Now move ahead. Okay, so see now, after getting that gift from the Walidat, what was king's expression? Now king says, exemplary. What is the meaning of exemplary? Exemplary means the worth giving an example of. Okay, so exemplary, I bestow a gift of 12 fine horses on your friend Walidat. He will know that I am a blue-blooded royal who always give written gifts. Now what is the meaning of blue-blooded? Blue-blooded means the royal person, who the high birth, high rank person. Okay, then narrator 2 says, the merchant soon took the horses to Walidat. Walidat says, "Oh, 12 horses, what will I ever do with them? Keep 2 horses with for yourself. The rest you can give to the queen of Khaistan." Okay, narrator 3 says, the merchant was overwhelmed. Overwhelmed. Now here is the one new word came, that is the overwhelmed. What is the meaning of overwhelmed? It means that impressed. Okay, merchant get impressed. He gifted the horse to the queen of Khaistan. Narrator 1 says, the queen was perplexed. Perplexed means she was worried. Okay, because she got one another precious gift, so she was worried, and she sought advice from her trusted prime minister. Sought advice means she took advice from her prime minister. Queen says, I don't know who Walidat is, yet he keeps sending me these amazing gifts. Okay, so king ने क्या कहा, sorry, queen ने क्या कहा, when after getting the gifts from Walidat, she get little worried, and she took advice from her prime minister that I don't know who is the Walidat is, and still he is sending me such precious gifts. Okay, so after that, what was the prime minister's answer? Let's see. Okay, so you see here, minister says he should be discouraged. We must send him an unmatched gift this time. इसका मतलब वो बार बार हमें क्या कर रहा है, गिफ्ट्स भेज रहा है, तो अभी हमें दिखाना पड़ेगा उससे भी कुछ बड़ा गिफ्ट हमें उनको भेजना चाहिए. लाइक दैट द मिनिस्टर टोल्ड टू क्वीन. नाउ नरेटर फोर्सेस the queen consented and promptly sent 20 mule loads of silver. Okay, here three new words came, that is the consented and promptly and mule loads. What is the meaning of consented? Consented means agree to, then promptly means the readily, and mule is the offspring of what, donkey and horse. Okay, it is the hybrid offspring of donkey and horse which is used to carry the loads. Okay, so what minister suggests to queen? Minister suggests that this time we have to send him some unmatchable or some more precious gift than what he has sent before, and he suggested him, and queen done the same. Now what queen has done? Queen sent a written gift having the 12 mules loaded with the silver. Okay, now let's see what Walidat says after receiving such a precious gift. Okay, so narrator 2 says Walidat was pained at receiving the expensive gift. What happened? Walidat was not happy. Actually, he didn't want anything. No, so after getting such expensive gifts, he become very pained. Okay, let's see the next paragraph. After getting that expensive gift, what was Walida's expression? Walida says, "Have mercy on this old man. Friend, take 2 mule loads yourself. The rest shall go to the king of Nekhabad." The narrator says, the merchant was getting fed up of this. Actually, the merchant was now fed up of all this, giving gifts to Nekhabad king and giving gifts to that queen. All these things he is now getting very fed up of. Okay, he knew that now this time more precious gift might be he will get from the king. Okay, so now see what narrator says. The narrator says the merchant was getting fed up of this. He knew he was in thick of things now. Still, he decided to take the gift to Nekhabad one last time. It means that now that merchant he got very fed up, and he knew that this time that Nekhabad king might be sent some more precious gift, but he was helpless, and he decided, okay, for last time I'm going there and I'm presenting Walida's gift to king. Afterward, I'm not going to do this. Like this he decided, and for last time he went. Okay, then narrator 1. The king was surprised to see the merchant again. His prime minister advised the king to present Walidat with an unsuppressible gift this time. Now here one more new word came, that is the unsuppressible. Unsuppressible means the same meaning, that is the unmatchable. Means more precious gift than what had sent by the Walidat. Okay, so king again gets surprised by seeing the merchant, and then what happened? Then this time king decided कि इस बार तो मैं इससे भी अच्छा गिफ्ट भेजूंगा. Okay, so here narrator 4 says the merchant was sent back with bridles and stirrups, then 20 elephants with golden seats mounted on their backs, and 20 lived minders. Okay, so here two difficult words came. One is the stirrups and another is the liveride. Then what is the meaning of liveride and stirrups? Stirrups are the pair of metal supported attached to, where while riding the horse, there is one metal ring like structure where we put our uh, foot and jump on the horse. So that is called as the stirrups. And liverites means the uniformed, okay, and minder means servant. So here अब राजा ने क्या भेजा है, राजा ने भेजा कि he sent bridles and stirrups, okay, then 12 elephants, and also the liverites and minders. Okay, now narrator says Validat was stupefied. He requested the merchant to keep two of each animal and give the queen everything else. Okay, stupefied का मतलब होता है, now he was unable to think. Now he was very worried to what to do of this precious all what to do of all these precious gifts. He was very worried. Then what again he decided, उन्होंने कहा कि भाई merchant, my friend, you just keep some for you, two animals with you, and rest of the animals you just rest of the animals and the gift you just give it to queen. Okay, so till now you understand. Now let's see the another paragraph. Now merchant says, Validat, I cannot go to her now. She looked really worried last time. We know that last time when Validat gifted her the more precious gift, then at that time she was very worried that why this man is sending me gift again and again though I don't know him. Like this she discussed with her prime minister, isn't it? You remember it? Yeah, the same thing now merchant is telling to the Validat that this time I will not go because last time only I saw queen was very worried about your gifts. Okay, Validat says, narrator says, Validat pleaded with the merchant to go to Khaistan this one last time. Okay. Now what happened? Narrator बता रहा है कि that वालिदाद ने रिक्वेस्ट किया कि भाई लास्ट टाइम यू जस्ट गो, आफ्टर दैट आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू trouble you anymore. So narrator 1 says the magnificence of the gifts left everyone in Khaistan stunned. Okay, so whatever the magnificent gift he has received from the king of the Nekabad, he gifted to queen, and the people of means everyone in the Khaistan get impressed and stunned by seeing that magnificent gift. Okay, queen says, let 20 camels with golden anklets and 20 horses with golden anklets be sent to Validat. Okay, after getting that precious gift from the Validat, then queen sent him a written gift of 20 camels with the gold anklets and 12 horses with the gold anklet to the Validat. Okay, now minister 1 says, in my opinion Validat wished to marry you. I would advise you to meet him once. Okay, now what minister says? Minister says if he is sending you gifts again and again, it might be he is impressed by you, it might be he want to marry you. Like that he suggested to queen. Okay, after getting that suggestion, what was queen's reaction? See, now narrator 4 says a great caravan the queen left Khaistan. Hundreds of horses, camels, and elephants followed the merchant Validad. Okay, okay. So now what happened? That caravans means वो जो बग्गी होती है जो हॉर्सेस चलाते हैं. सो पुराने ज़माने की जो बग्गी थी मीन्स यू कैन से दैट इट इज़ द व्हीकल. ओके, सो क्वीन अपने कैरावान में बैठ के, अपने व्हीकल में बैठ के शी लेफ्ट फॉर द शी लेफ्ट टू मीट वालिदात. ओके, वालिदात को मिलने के लिए वो जाने लगे और उनके साथ व्हाट शी वाज अलोन, नो, with her there was lot of things like the she carried 100 horses, then camels and elephants, and all these things is followed by the merchant. Means merchant was ahead, who was showing the way to them to go to the Walidad. Okay. Now, narrator 2 says, the queen sent the merchant ahead to inform Walidad of her coming. His heart sank. Okay. Now, that queen sent the merchant ahead to inform Walidat कि भाई हम आ रहे हैं, and after hearing this news Walidat become sad. Now, sorry, that merchant becomes sad. Now Walidat mournfully, मतलब उसने दुख से कहा that what have I done? Perhaps I have acted most indecently, and now the poor merchant is also party of my foolishness. Merchant says, alas, we can do nothing. I'm heading back to the caravans. Okay. तो उसने मर्चेंट को लगा कि अब मैंने कुछ गलती कर ली है शायद से, इसलिए पनिश करने के लिए क्वीन आ रही है मुझे मिलने के लिए. ही बिकम वेरी सैड. ओके. और उसको लगा कि मेरे वजह से नाउ मर्चेंट इज ऑल्सो कमिंग इन ट्रबल. ओके. सो नाउ Walida sadly says, goodbye my dear dwelling. I may never return. ड्वेलिंग का मतलब क्या होता है? घर. उसने अपने हाउस को कहा कि गुड बाय हाउस, आई एम नॉट कमिंग बैक अगेन, आई एम गोइंग समवेयर एल्स बिकॉज नाउ दैट क्वीन इज कमिंग एंड आई डोंट नो what she will do with me, and that's why I am leaving this place. Okay. While he was leaving, now there is happened something very interesting. Now what did happen? Just see now. Now, narrator 4 says, the old grass cutter walked away with a heavy heart. He heard someone calling his name. Okay, वो बहुत दुख से घर छोड़ के जा रहा था. उतने में उन्होंने कुछ आवाज़ सुनी. पेरिस gently says, वालिदात, where are you going? पेरिस का मतलब होता है परी. ओके. द एंजल. उन्हें परी ने कहा कि वालिदात कहाँ जा रहे हो? Narrator 2 says, Walidat was shocked to see two angelic figures. Narrator 3 says, they looked like Paris from paradise. The Walidat kneels and says, I have to return away. I have to run away from what I have done. Paris says, don't worry, no harm will befall you. Narrator 1 says, the Peri touched him lightly. The narrator 4 says, at the touch, Walida transformed into a fine man with fine clothes and turban, a gleaming scimitar. A gleaming scimitar added a dash of royal charm to his persona. See, now what happened? After getting the news that queen is coming, Walida get worried, and he was terrified, and he thought that might be he had done some indecent work, and that's why queen is coming to punish him. And he felt so sad for his friend also, because his friend also become a part of his foolishness. So he just want to run away from the situation whatever has created by him, and that's why he was leaving his home. And as he was going away from his home, suddenly he heard some voice, and that voice was two angels. He saw two angels from the paradise. Paradise means swarg. Okay. So and that angels just ask him that where are you going, and don't go, that nothing will come to you, you will not come in any trouble. Here one word is came, that is the befall. What is the meaning of befall? Befall is nothing but means something went wrong. Okay. Then another two words came here, that is the scimitar. The scimitar is nothing but the khanjar. Okay, a small sword having the curved blades, that is the khanjar. And persona is the meaning of personality. Okay. So here what happened, that Peri just touch means when Peri asked Walida that where are you going, then Walida just kneel down and वो अपने घुटनों पे झुक गया और बोला कि I might have done something wrong, and that's why all these things is happening. I just want to run away from this. So परी ने कहा कि डरो मत, और सब ठीक हो जाएगा और तुम्हारे ऊपर कुछ भी नहीं आएगा. एंड शी जस्ट टच हिम, एंड ही ट्रांसफर फ्रॉम पुअर ग्रास कटर टू अ रॉयल मैन विथ अ टर्बन एंड विथ द gleaming scimitar, and a royal persona he got. Okay. Then Peri once says, go back now, Walidat. गुड टाइम अवेट फॉर यू. ओके, और फिर परी ने कहा कि वापस जाओ वालिदा, अच्छा टाइम तुम्हारा राह देख रहा है. Narrator 2 says, Valida's modest hut had been turned into a shining palace. The work completed, the Paris vanished. Walidad entered the palace. He wandered aimlessly, gaping at the reach he never desired. Okay, it means that जब वो वापस लौटा तब उनका जो मॉडेस्ट बोले तो जो सादा सिंपल जो उनका हट था, मड हट था, इट ट्रांसफर इनटू palace. Okay, or when he entered in the palace, he saw all that richness which was he never expected and never wished also. So he just aimlessly wandering here and there and gaping all that. Gaping का मतलब होता है कि आंखों में भरना, देखना, looking. Okay, looking with the expression. So वालिदात ने जैसे ही पैलेस में एंटर किया, वालिदात यहाँ वहाँ एमलेसली घूमने लगे और वो सब रिचनेस देखने लगे जिसके बारे में उन्होंने कभी सोचा भी नहीं था और उन्होंने कभी विश भी नहीं किया था. ओके, द नेक्स्ट पैराग्राफ. Narrator 2 says, the advent of the caravans was announced to him. Servant one announcing the caravan heads this side from the east and another one from the west. Two caravans are headed towards our palace. Both caravans halted around the same time. The queen descended from her mount. The king dismounted from a jeweled horse. Walidat greeted his royal visitors. My dear Walidat, I could not wait to meet you and thank you in person, the giver of such fine gifts. Walidat smiling and says, Welcome, O great Shaviers kings, meet the queen of Khaistan, your majesty. See, हियर व्हाट हैपन, यहाँ पे एक ही बार में दोनों गाड़ियाँ आके क्या हो गई, खड़ी हो गई. और जो पैलेस के सामने जो दरबान होते हैं उन्होंने अनाउंसमेंट किया दैट बोथ द कैरावंस आर कमिंग एंड एट द सेम टाइम इट अराइव्स. ओके, और क्वीन अपने कैरावन से उतरे और क्वीन इधर अपने जो सजाए हुए हॉर्स से नीचे उतरे और दोनों भी एक ही टाइम में वहाँ वालिदात के पास आए और उन्होंने वालिदात से वो मिले. एंड वालिदात ग्रीट देम वेरी उन्होंने बहुत ही गर्म जोशी से उनका क्या किया, स्वागत किया. और उन्होंने दोनों का इंट्रोडक्शन करवाया, क्वीन एंड किंग का. एंड आफ्टर दैट व्हाट हैपेंड, इट विल बी वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग टू नो. सो लेट्स मूव. Okay, now see the last paragraph is there. Now the narrator says the king and queen fell in love the moment they saw each other. The Walidat hosted their marriage. When the guests and the newlyweds had departed, Walidat again left the palace. He met the Paris on the way. Then Paris says, "You are on the way again, Walidat?" The narrator says, he saw the two angels he had made a few days ago. Walidat kneels and says, I desire nothing more than my beloved hut and my old life back. Paris to say, as you say, noble soul. And narrator says, the Paris touched him. Walidat was restored to his earlier status of a simple grass cutter. He lived happily in his hut, returning to his old life. He remembered his friend, the merchant, the king and the queen, but always took care that he never ever sent gift to them. See, in last paragraph what we have seen that when Walidat make an introduction of king and queen, then they get love at first sight. Okay, and Walidat hosted their marriage, means उनका शादी करा के दिया वालिदात ने. And after all guests and newlywed couple departed, Walidat again again left the palace and he again met to the Paris and requested him to give him back his old life, because he was not wishing all such kind of richness. He was very happy with his poor and simple life. So after listening his wish, that Paris get very impressed and they says that okay, as you wish, noble soul. And they just touch him and he got his back the old life, and again that Walidat start his old life, his old poor life, and he was very happy in that. Okay, he was remembered his all friends, that merchant and queen and king and all, but he was taking care this time not to sending them any gift. Okay, student, because he knew that when he sent his gift to the king and queen, what problem he faced. Not you, we will not say the problem, but what things happened he knew very well, and he don't want to bring it back and happen it again, and that's why he stopped himself sending the gifts to the king and queen again. So in this way we have completed the story. I hope you enjoy the story, and we will meet again tomorrow with the exercise of the story. Okay, guys. So till now, do one thing: you just read the story and try to understand the story, and also whatever the hard words is given in your textbook. These are the hard words which are given in your textbook. Please by heart these hard words, and I'll conduct one oral test for this within the next week. Okay, so bye bye, student, for this time.